Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, July 27th, 2026. You are in the live trading room. Let me just take care of some audio thing here real quick. There we go. Turn my audio down a little bit. Anyway, welcome. Hope you all had a great weekend. Here is Friday's charts. I had five trades for plus 91. Had this nice sell-off here. Let me get my drawing tools out. There we go. Had this nice sell-off here that we took several good trades on and then some back and forth. Anyway, ended up with five trades for plus 91. Ended up having a pretty good week last week. So there's that. Q closed at 684.47. It's currently sitting at 692.55. Oh, we don't quite have a gap play. It's very close, but we don't have a gap play as of yet. We'll keep an eye on on price and see if we develop a gap play before we open. Let's move up into real time. Let's head over to the option chain. Let me get rid of you. Okay. We are in the 27th today. We've got 1.140 million already traded in pre-market volume. And you can see that once again, the strikes are out of balance to start with. So we'll wait till we get this pre-market volume built into the strikes before we select a strike. That's it. I see Keith has unmuted his mic, so it's time for Mr. Keith. Good morning, Keith.
Morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Friday, I was able to do three trades for 80 cents. That last call trade, I was able to close like 30 seconds after we signed off on Friday. So,
Mhm.
so three trades for plus 80. Um, this morning, we had durable goods reports come out. Not quite as good as expected. Uh, anyway, but actually slightly better than no, not as good as expected. We will also have a Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business Index. A minor report comes out at 10:30. At 11:30, we have a 3 and a 6 month bond auction, and at 1 o'clock, a 2 year bond auction and 5 year bond auction. So big bond auction day today. Didn't have many last week. Um, anyway, so that'll be it there. Have a number of announcements coming out later in the week that for I think GDP numbers come out later in the week too. So see what those provide. I will be trading probably this Friday's expiration, the 31st, on any new trades today. And I think that's about all I have here, Tim.
You think?
Yep. Yep, that's it.
Okay, very good. Thank you for the economic reports
Yep.
this morning. And let's see, we've got less than a minute. We've got about 40 seconds, 50 seconds before we go live here. Just a reminder, of course, as I do every morning, to have 20 cents between each of your hash marks here on the right side of each of your charts. So we're looking at the same size candles from day to day. It's important. Doesn't have to be 20 cents, but should be the same from day to day so that you have consistency in your candle sizes from day to day. That's it. We're coming up on, there's 15 seconds. Let's make it the start of a great week this week. Stand by. Here we go in five, four, three, two, one. Oh, there it is. There's the bell, and we're in. It's coming down a little bit, waiting for NAS. There's NASDAQ. So the Dow is up by 490, 502. NAS is up by 261. S&P is up by 57. So somewhat deeply positive broader indices this morning. Ended up with no gap play because the market continued to come down just before we opened. So there was no gap play. We've got a new visitor checking us out this morning. Maria, welcome um, to the live trading room. Glad you're here.
Hey, good morning, Maria. Glad you're with us.
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
All right. Now, typically, we don't do any trades in the first 5 minutes. We kind of let the market maker craziness go by, trying to, as the market maker tries to find a direction. And what we look for in our trading are for breakouts and trends. And as those develop, we'll point those out. Right now, the market makers are just trying to figure out which way the wind's blowing in terms of where the traders are. All right. Over on the option chain, now we've got all this pre-market volume built into the pricing. I'll be at the 693 on the put side and the 687 on the call side. And we'll keep an eye on the put side since price is going down. We trade puts and calls here. We trade a call when price is rising. We trade puts when price is declining. The price of triple Q fell below 700, fell out of the 700s last week. And still getting some decline.
And normally we'd have gotten into this, but being the first 5 minutes, it tends to be a little squirrely and turns
Mhm.
right around after the first 5 minutes. So be hesitant here.
Mhm. Price turning around a little bit. And that is illustrating just what Keith was saying about how price tends to reverse after a few minutes.
I'm going to put a pseudo supply zone at the top of that first 5 minute candle.
Yes, sir. Price continuing to rise. Change this to red. 1 minute MACD is crossed over to the call position. Price reversing again back down. I'm trying to. That's reversed again, back up. Price just kind of going sideways right now. Got our first minute below 100,000. Keeping an eye on the 694 on the put side, 694 strike put. Price trying to decide which way it's going to go here. Got Dow's up 589, Nas is up 236, S&P's up 62. We got 2,916,000 traded on the underlying asset. Still looking at the 693 on the put side. We can put in a demand zone. We are all the way already through that demand zone.
I'm going to go ahead and try to get in on this put.
Right. I'm at the 693 on the put side. Stand by. Let's go ahead and try to get in this.
Put in 1143.
All right, I'm not in. 30. I'm going to cancel this for now. All right. In at 438. 8. Put 1049. 2. All right, I'm going to take some profit here. Out at 544. In at 438. Out at 544.
And I just took profit myself. In at 1143, out at 1249.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice first trade of the week.
Yeah.
Price trying to reverse here a little bit. Dow is up 571, Nasdaq 172, S&P up 49. Those have come back a ways. So that trade was a great example of a breakout and a trend. We may be breaking out toward the top side. Price will come right back down again. See, we started at 691.60, 687. And we've already dropped almost $4 this morning. This may be going to consolidation now. It's going to continue to die or continue to decline. Volume has been pretty good. We're up to 4,300,000 on the underlying. Price trying to climb here a bit. I'll be keeping an eye on the call side at the 686. Price already reversing. 1 minute MACD has crossed over to the call side. Price beginning to rise here slowly. Price reversing back down sharply, but just as sharply heading back up. We can put another demand zone or lower the demand zone.
Yeah, and I'm going to move the pseudo supply zone down to that place we just moved from.
Okay. Price coming back down to the demand zone. Price really just in a wider consolidation pattern right now, waiting for it to break out again. Comes price breaking through the demand zone. Let's see. Going to the 691 on the put side. 691 strike put. Stand by on this 691.
I went ahead and got into that for 1090.
All right, stand by. All right, jumping in. 466.
Let me try to get out of
I'm gonna
this.
try to
Just
get out. Yep. And out
coming
at
up with pop.
and out at 526.
What was your in and out?
466 to 526.
Oh, fantastic. I got in at 1090, out at 1167.
Nice.
I think this is the best Monday we've had in a long time.
I know.
Buster, the trade corgi, is in attendance. That's why.
Ah, of course.
Remember, short legs, right? Market
Yeah.
going down today.
And we're in the pop.
Okay.
Hmm.
Lots of volume coming in on the pop.
Yeah, a lot of volume on that 2 minutes leading up to the pop also.
Yeah,
Again, there was no 10 o'clock announcement, but never stops them from doing something crazy.
true. Wow. Almost 300,000 on that pop.
Recuse have come down, what, almost $8 now?
Yeah, yeah. And still got positives on the broader indices.
Mhm. And that 1 minute MACD's getting darn low.
Indeed. Ooh, down to 2.2, negative 2.2.
Yeah.
The 5 minutes down to negative 3.6. Those are down pretty far. We're talking about the MACDs here on the bottom of the 5 minute chart and the Heikenasi chart. Price continuing to come down. Dow is still up 496, Nas up 72, S&P's up 27.
Tim, I've obviously changed my approach on some of these things. When we have a really strong green open day, I tend to be more focused on calls, but I'm starting to be more focused just on the charts. Where
Mm-hmm.
a number of my biggest losses have been being blindsided and just waiting for the call because it's such a strong green market.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, so far, none of these little reversals, call reversals, have gotten very far.
No.
Price in another consolidation pattern. Price trying to climb a bit here. We've had good volume since 958. Been above 100,000. Kind of renewed volume. Price turning around, coming back down. Let's see if we're going to break out again on the bottom side.
Don't have a great agreement, but we probably can move that demand zone down.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to go over to the 687 on the put side. 687 strike put. And price is reversing back up.
Well, the market makers are really wanting to fill the warehouse this morning.
Boy, no kidding. Price is going back into consolidation again. Price continuing to rise here a bit. Nope. Right back down into consolidation. We're down about $8 from the open. Price, excuse me, price rising a bit here. NAS is still up 76, SP up 24. Goes price back down again. See if we're gonna see if we're breaking out again from here. I gotta reset my option chain. It's falling off the page.
You had to keep up with that this morning, Tim. Keep you on your toes.
Ah, no. Anyway, I'll be at the 687 now on the put side. 687 strike put. If we should start, price starts dropping again.
So, mhm. It's 50.
Price reversing back up. Yeah, price reversing back up again. It's like the last one, two, three, four times prices come down. It hasn't quite broken out. It's threatened to break out, but couldn't quite get a breakout going. It's trying to rise again. Looking at the 686 on the put side. I'm gonna move down to the 685 on the put side. We are way low on our 5 minute MACD, but price continues to sell off.
I move the demand zone down also.
Oh yeah, yes we can. Let's go.
We've dropped down below Friday's low also.
Uh,
We've been dropping a lot here, but I'm just looking at the range, the 52-week range
yeah.
is 551 to 748.
Hmm.
So we're still in the upper 25% of that range.
Yeah. I would be in this put trade except for the 5 minute MACD is down so far.
Yeah, I would agree. We've had good volume ever since just a little before 10 for the last half hour.
Yeah, sure
Only
have.
one, only 1 minute below 100,000.
NAS has finally gone negative. It's down 53 now. S&P is about to go negative, and Dow is still up 325. Price reversing. For 5 seconds anyway. Five-minute MACD is down to negative 5.9. Not sure I've ever seen it down that far.
I don't know that I have either, Tim. One sure way to make it go up now is to get into a put.
That's right.
Discipline, right? Stick to the fundamentals.
Absolutely. This pattern we've been in for a while, since 10 o'clock, is what we call falling knives. And price still declining. So we're a little over an hour in. We've got 12,164,000 traded on the underlying. Dow is up 252. Nas is down 111 now. S&P is down 9. Price is going to stop here and go through some more consolidation. Price reversing here a bit. One of these times, this price is going to turn around and keep going. Price trying to rise here a bit. Okay, excuse me just for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And price is dropping again. Wow. 5 minute MACD is down to negative 6.7 now. Boy, NAS is now down 191. It's been about a 400 point swing on NASDAQ. Dow is finally coming down. It's just positive 180. S&P is down 22. Price rising now after a little bit of consolidation. Price trying to rise here slowly. Price still rising. I'm going to reset my option chain here. Probably go over to the 674 on the call side.
Move that demand zone down again.
Yep. There we go. Big angle on our 5-minute MACD. Nice 45-degree angle. Heading up. 1 minute, it's already in the call bias position. Price may have reached a peak here. Goes price continuing to climb. Price going into a little bit of consolidation now. Price beginning to decline again. But I think we're just into some consolidation here. Got 15,866,000 traded on the underlying. Good volume since 10 o'clock, since 2 minutes before 10,
It has.
except for the last couple of minutes.
Five-minute MACD's trying to cross over going up.
Mm-hmm. Price continuing to climb here slowly. Got two trades up 176 this morning.
I have two also up $1.76.
Oh, all right. All right, folks, it is top of the hour. We're going to go ahead and wrap up our morning session here. Great morning, great Monday, great way to start the week. Up big, 176. So that's going to do it for this morning. Keith, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Tim.
And
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Take care, everybody.